Good afternoon, class. This is Jeffrey Becker, and alongside with me on this presentation is Colleen Reese. We're doing the case of working at home, a bad idea for Management 426 Training and Development for Professor Martinelli. We're going to be discussing working from home, if it's a good thing or bad thing, or if it is situational per each person. From what we've seen, it may not be bad for everybody. It may not be the best idea for everybody. So, through our presentation, that will give a clearer picture as to who it is better for and who should not be working from home. So this way we can have a better understanding, and this will give clarity to the issue itself. So let's get started. So let's look at the key issues from the case. This is an important area for us to look at because these are the issues that we can look at and decide if they are something that can be solved or not. Is it going to be sustainable? Is technology up to the task for training and working? What will this training look like? And can an organization maintain this competitive advantage with training and work being from home? Technology is such a big part of this because your connection when you're at home can adversely affect your ability to be effective in your group. And like the second picture down below shows, you may look like everybody else in the boardroom, but if your home situation is not a good, conducive place to working from home, then it's going to adversely affect the productivity of a meeting. And we want to make sure that we think about all these things when deciding whether working from home is something that can happen or if it is not something that can happen. So we have case 4. It's the CEO of Yahoo, Marissa Mayer, decided she wanted to get rid of working from home to support employee collaboration. But her employees didn't see it that way. They saw it as she didn't trust their abilities to work from home. And typically when employees do want to work from home, it's to have a better home life as well as work life. And anytime a CEO kind of puts it out there that they don't like that, it's different than just going from neutral to saying no, because if it's in place and then the CEO wants to get rid of it, obviously it was a negative and it wasn't, there's something about it that the CEO doesn't like. And her employees felt that there was a negative about it. But a lot of statistics have shown that working from home can be used as a recruitment tool and also to retain your talent when you give them that extra incentive and ability. So now let's take an unbiased look at the advantages and disadvantages because there is a lot when it comes to working from home. Let's first look at the advantages. Different places have seen that when they have working from home, there's higher quality of life because their workers get to be at home. There's less commute, and some employees were just more productive. In China, they were because it was just a more conducive thing for them. And other studies have shown that employees are willing and able to work more hours before they feel overwhelmed. And that's actually a significant advantage because you can get more work done rather than just, oh, I did my 40 hours, I'm done. Disadvantages, though, is that people can take advantage of the time and they can take long weekends. Again, the connectivity issue. You could, if you're outside the boardroom and everybody's there besides you and you can't connect, then that screws everybody over. Team collaboration gets affected because you're not there and you're in a different atmosphere. Because when you're at work, you're there for a certain amount of time and you're going to collaborate with your fellow employees. Also, unplanned personal interactions at work can be good because you'll end up coming up with ideas you weren't planning on it. And unplanned personal interactions at home can be a bad thing because they can become a distraction. And the biggest thing for upper management is face-to-face, they're really worried that not having face-to-face can adversely affect employees that work from home. So let's look at some actual facts versus just opinions of either side. 80% of American workforce wants to telecommunicate at least once a work week. So with that in mind, you don't have to do it every day, and nor do you have to never do it. You can actually have 1 day or 2 days a week where your employees get to be at home, maybe as a trial run, or you find out that that works best, so you only implement it for half their time. A Stanford University study found that telecommuters are 13% more productive than office counterparts. Again, because when you're at home, your mind may be more at ease than when you're in your office. And financially, if large companies let 100 employees work from home half the time, they'd save $1 million in expenses. And that's a very valid reason to look at why we should let people work from home, is it is saving money, which companies love making money and saving what they already have. So these are some supporting facts that do give validation to the idea of working from home. And that shows that obviously it can be a very good thing for a company.
Thanks, Jeff. And now for our proposed solutions and changes. We think Yahoo and other large companies should let employees work from home at least 1 day a week. And it starts with social learning. The world has evolved to put an emphasis on social learning and engagement, and we've already been built from this. We start out with structured education, but almost immediately we form and join learning communities. They help us make sense of the world, and when we work, we form new communities, and this is facilitated by using technology. It's semi-formal and co-creative in a global environment, and it creates meaning. This leads to social learning. Social networks such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, they allow users to share information, ideas, and create opportunities for collaboration. This allows us to learn more with others than we can alone. Yahoo and any other large companies should continue using work from home programs. There are some clear cost savings with working from home. Even the smallest details count. There's no venue to rent, no lunch or refreshments that need to be provided, no hotels to put employees in. It all adds up. It lowers turnover by providing employees several benefits. They are able to have a better work-life balance by reducing time spent in a stressful work environment. There's fuel savings, there's reduced commute time, and updated technology streamlines the work from home option. Better connectivity with the introduction of fiber optics, easier data retrieval with cloud computing, and programs that use virtual reality and video conferencing for training purposes will help reduce costs and increase efficiency and reliability. The future of training. We need to match training methods to local culture. To do this, we need to have research teams in place to conduct research appropriate for globalized business. We need to utilize all resources available to come up with training methods suitable for all levels of employees. This means we need to combine training technology to include audio, video, virtual reality, webcasts, and live action. We need to be change facilitators. We need to prepare our managers for change by developing the skills needed to promote that change. We need to teach interpersonal skills and provide self-assessments to evaluate their current skill set in order to become a change facilitator. We need to identify strengths and opportunities of the organization through continued training, evaluation, and performance. Companies will also need to evaluate the current training and compare it with technological trends to ready themselves for the future. Here are 2 questions to consider regarding the discussed case. What role can technology play in allowing employees to work at home? And do you believe that interaction using technology can replace interpersonal face-to-face interaction between employees or between employees and their manager? And finally, we'll leave you with a quote from a famous doctor from the 1980s. Take a minute and think how this quote relates to the future of training and development and what companies can do in order to properly prepare for it. Thanks, guys. We look forward to your discussions.